Hey, hey. All right. So, if you are one of the many ones that's screaming, I need more donors. How do I get individual donors? How do I get people to donate to my nonprofit? They not donating. What am I doing wrong? Nobody's giving, and I got this nonprofit, I got this 501c3, but nobody's giving. What do I need to do? I'm gonna tell you what you need to do. But hold on a minute. I'm Jill Smith. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. I am a nonprofit expert, nonprofit coach. I am here to help you, especially if you are a new founder just starting your nonprofit, or if you have been in existence less than 5 years, or if your nonprofit is struggling, if you're on a struggle bus and you are unable to um, earn more or receive more than 50K in annual revenue, you're on the right channel. You're in the right place. We're here to help. My husband and I, we have a company called the Smith Serve. We're consulting, nonprofit development consultants. And so, yeah, we help people just like you. We also help other people. We got clients that are well over six figures. We got three clients that are ongoing that we've been working with for years that are well over seven figures. And so, yeah, you in the right place. If you're watching this video from the YouTube channel, please make sure you go ahead over to the Facebook group and join the Founders of Nonprofits Facebook group, which is a group of dynamic founders who are they're serving in all types of areas, from pet care to domestic violence to, just so many different areas. And they're gleaning and leaning on each other, sharing best practices, sharing challenges. So make sure you go over to that group and join them and, engage. If you are watching this video from the Facebook group, make sure you subscribe to this channel. All right. So if any of you have not taken the free training, the free nonprofit development training, the six-figure nonprofit, make sure that you do so. I highly recommend it. It's me training you for 3 whole hours. Yes, 3 whole hours. But I believe that it's very beneficial. I've heard some great feedback about the training, and I promise you that the training will get you up and running and where you need to be on the right track to grow and sustain your nonprofit. Also, if you need tools, I highly recommend that you invest in the Activate Toolkit. It's about over 40 tools, especially if you are struggling with your board. Your board the board members are all over the place. They don't know their roles and responsibilities. You don't have anything structured. You have nothing in writing. Yeah, definitely, I highly recommend that you get the Activate Toolkit. All right. So I hear this all the time. I can't get donors. I can't get nobody to donate to my nonprofit. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? A lot of people are just scared to ask. Let me just get that out the way. This is not even, what I was going to say, but a lot of people are just scared to ask for a donation. Um, and just to remind you that a third of your revenue has to come from the public. A third. That is that if you're not getting a third of your revenue from the public, you are out of compliance. And let me also remind you that you can sell T-shirts, or you can sell popcorn, or you could sell donuts. If you're selling those things, it's not considered a donation because they're getting something of value in return. So just want to remind you of that. So you definitely need to be getting donors. You have to get some individual donors. And so what you're doing wrong. All right. Let me just say that the very first thing, and I can't stress this enough, the very first thing that you're doing wrong is that you're focused on the nonprofit as a whole instead of the program. And so when you're talking about getting individual donors, you want to get individual donors concerning, and you want to be um, really putting your program out there. That's why you can't get any donors. It's because no one wants to give to an organization. They want to give to a program. What are you doing? And so the first thing is that you have to have a viable program. You have to have a viable program. Like you got to be out there with a viable, well-structured program. You've got to be out there with a well-structured program that can produce outcomes, that's really impacting people, that's really doing the work, a program. And you could get away with one program to start and then grow as the years to add more programs. But I always say start with one cost effective program, one that does not take a lot of money to get up and running. Say, for instance, you have an after school program. Your after school program, you may need a building or classroom, or you may can partner with a school or a community center or a local library to hold your classes, but something that does not have a lot of overhead expenses. You want a good program that is cost effective, especially if you don't have a lot of revenue coming in, something that's very cost effective. Say if your whole mission of the nonprofit is to serve reentries. You want to help those who say that your story is that you were formerly incarcerated. Now you're up and running on your feet, and you want to help those who are just coming out of prison. And so you want to say your vision is to decrease the recidivism rate. And so you have this reentry program. And so one of the programs you may have to start with, you may not have that, that whole job referral program or career development program at first. Maybe that's a program that needs to come and be developed a year or two down the road. Say if this is your first year, start with something simple. What do reentries need when they come out of prison? IDs. They need underwear. They need socks. You may want to start with something small, having a program just collecting socks and t-shirts. You may want to have another program just helping these reentries get their IDs. You may want to have some type of program where you partner with a driver, and a driver can be given some of their time. They might have a van, and they say, "Hey, I'm going to donate. I'm going to make sure your 10 people in your program, they get to the DMV at 2 o'clock so that they can get their IDs, and I'm going to make sure I bring them back so that start with something simple, something easy, but you got to have a program." For someone to donate to something, you got to have something for them to donate to. You got to have a reason for them to donate. So you have to have a program. Two, you want to show the outcomes. If you got a reentry program and they are getting their IDs, then you make sure you get them. You show pictures on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, videos of you show them getting to the DMV and coming out happy because they got an ID. Some of them happy because they got a driver's license. Show your impact. Show the impact. Show the outcomes. People give to what they see. People give. Let me tell you what sparks people giving: when their heartstrings are pulled. Oh my God, they got out of prison and now they're able to get a driver's license and potentially go buy a car. Like that pulls at and that attracts people. And so you've got to share success stories. Share those stories. Like 25 people came and joined our program, our, get your ID back program, or whatever the name of your program. 25 people, and all 25 for the month of June got their ID cards. We took them to the DMV and we got them ID cards. And now they're all now eligible to work. Like, show and share outcomes. That's how people donate. That's what people want to donate to. They want to see that you're making a difference. People ain't donating to an idea. People ain't donating to a vision. They just not. Your mom and daddy and your sisters and brothers might, but individual donors who you don't know, or who know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, they're donating because they're seeing you're doing impact. And they're seeing your impact. Number three is that you want to show accountability. If somebody's giving you $5, you want to let them know what their $5 is going to. If you're asking for $5, you want to let them know what the $5 is going to. Like, don't ask for $5 or $10 or $105 and you not tell them how that money is going to be used. If you're not going to tell them how the money is going to be used, don't ask. Don't ask for the money. Do not ask for the money. Just don't. And then the fourth thing is that you have to present and represent well. You've got to represent well. Before people donate, I know for me, if someone asks for a donation, like I give our foundation, my husband and I, we give to organizations every single year during giving season. And so when we're considering giving, we go to Candid slash GuideStar and we look at the organization to see if they have a profile up, to see if they how if what type of revenue that they had coming in last year, because Candid pulls from your 990 from the IRS. So we go and look at the health of a nonprofit before we make a decision to either volunteer, to donate time or money. We look at the health of the organization and the potential of the organization. And so you want to also make sure you have a website. You want to make sure you have a good giving platform in place, like a Zephy or whatever type of giving platform you're using. You want to make sure you're not asking through a GoFundMe, or you're not asking to donate through Zelle, or you're not asking to donate through Cash App. You want to make sure you representing your nonprofit well. Have a reputable nonprofit website, a platform, a giving platform, so that you can always attach the giving platform. Say if you're using PayPal or Zelle, through your website, and making sure that they see that you're a 501c3 tax exempt nonprofit. You want to represent well. You want to make sure that even when they're giving, you have a platform that's going to generate a receipt and a thank you letter to say that you donated to such and such because of such and such. And so you want to definitely represent well. And then you also want to be able to follow up. You want a reputable platform where it's going to collect their email address so that you can follow up in a month or two to say, because of your $10 donation, this is what happened. This is the outcome of what happened. That ensure that you have a repeat donor, that you have a recurring donor. And so this is how you get donors. So that is one. You have to have a program. People are donating to programs. They're not necessarily donating to nonprofits. Two, you want to show your outcomes, show your impact of your program. Three, you want to show accountability, where the money is going to, what you're using the money for, what you're using, where's the money going. And then four, you want to represent well. You want to definitely represent well. And so that's what makes a difference. That's what gets you your donors. That's what sustains donors. That's what gets you repeat donors. That's what gets you more donations, higher donations. And so yeah. All right. So I hope this helps. I hope this works for you. Drop some comments. If you need more help, if you need help, especially help with developing a viable program, if you need help, the training, the free training, we go over that, program development. But if you need more one-on-one help, I am available for one-on-ones. You can click the link below, and yeah, we can go from there. All right. I hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.